bring a microphone around to you.
Peyton, just a couple games into the season now, just how would you evaluate how you've played both field goals, PATs, kickoffs, just what you've been able to do so far?
Yeah, I feel like I've done my job, for the kicks that I've been out there. We have field goal, made my field goal. I feel like kickoff, I've improved a lot during the off season, so I feel like that's kind of showing right now. So I feel like during this point of the season, I've done pretty well.
To your left. How much of kicking is for you is athletic ability, and how much is it the confidence between your ears that you can make it every time?
I feel like it's a lot mental. I feel like it's a big part because you can do it off the field, like on the practice field, but doing it during a game is a big part whenever there's 90,000, 100,000 people in the stadium. I feel like that's a big part of it. So I go mostly mental. I mean, obviously there's the technique-wise, but it's whether you can do it or not in a game setting.
Just a quick follow-up on that. What's preparations do you do to work on your mental strength? And is it coaches? Is it counselors? Is it just how do you develop that trust in yourself?
Yeah, I feel like I worked a lot with the sports psychologist, especially my freshman year. That really helped me get in the right space mentally to perform during those moments. And I feel like during practice, sometimes I feel more pressure during practice when Coach Smart's right behind me yelling at me. So I feel like that sets you up for pretty good in the game.
Question about preparation. I'm sure that it's different kicking off turf than grass. How many different kicking shoes do you have, and at what point do you dial in on what separates maybe one field condition from another? What are some of the things other than which way the wind's blowing and the turf that you might look at from stadium to stadium?
Yeah, I feel like there's different, whenever you get out there right before pregame walk, I kind of walk around the whole field, just get used to, some of them are more curved surfaces. Your footing, whether it rained or something, sometimes you have to plant lighter on your plant foot. So I feel like that's really important to figure out pregame while you're kicking, getting used to all the surfaces.
Kind of going back to mindset, what's it like for you kicking in a road environment, which you very well, maybe kicking a field goal on Saturday, just handling the crowd noise and just being able to go out there and execute?
Yeah, I feel like, funny enough, I actually like playing away more because I feel like the crowd's more involved and they're actually yelling. Whenever you're at home, nobody's yelling or anything, so I enjoy the pressure of it. It's fun, it gets my adrenaline up. It's probably the funnest part of the game for me, is for those big field goals. So it's kind of something I work towards, and I really love playing in those environments in a way.
Georgia's got some pretty good win streaks against annual opponents. Is it important to not only beat Tennessee, but to beat them, to keep that going for Georgia?
Yeah, I feel like it's important every game. It's important to win. We try to go win out there, but especially those big ones. I feel like it's really big for those, especially Tennessee. That's always been one of our big rivals. We've gone out there and performed the past few years, but keeping that standard going throughout the years and building up a good record against them.
You said Coach Smart is yelling at you whenever you're getting ready to do kicking practice. What kind of things is he saying to you?
That I better make it. Basically, he tries to put some pressure on me. Kind of just sometimes tries to get in my way, throw my focus off, but just kicking through those things get you better. Whenever there's 100,000 people yelling at you, it's probably a little bit louder than Coach Smart yelling at me.
To kind of follow up on that, how does Kirby try to simulate the pressure of a potential game-winning kick in a game in practice? Is there stuff on the line? How does he simulate the pressure in practice?
Yeah, sometimes he'll put some running on the line, different ways to do it. He's pretty good at figuring out different ways to put pressure on me during games and during practices and things like that to work on game-type environments for that. He'll turn up the crowd noise, So just kind of working on that through different techniques, basically.
I know there are obviously a lot of factors that determine this, but what is sort of the range where you feel comfortable attempting a field goal? I know Cam Little for the Jaguars made a 70-yarder back in August.
Yeah, that kick was crazy. But I feel like during the games, it kind of just depends on the surface, playing inside, outside, where's the wind going. Usually from about 60 and in, I feel pretty good during a game. 55 is all the time pretty much, so I feel like it's not as much as how far back you can go, it's how many times you can make that kick from back there and how comfortable you are actually making it, because everybody can hit a one-off ball that goes in from super far, but it's just the comfortability from that range.
It's Tennessee week, and you're from Louisiana. Are you named after Peyton Manning?
No, I'm not. I'm not, no.
I know with quarterbacks and different skill players, we might say, oh, this person's comp is that, like, when as a kicker, you have someone that you model after or that you watch and you say, that's what I really like, that's someone that I think, kind of has it all.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a thing of a bunch of kickers and like certain traits that they all have, like the longevity, the long kicks. There's certain aspects, but I feel like the most important is how do you perform in a game. Because I feel like there's a lot of kickers who can make big kicks, long kicks, but it's how often can you do that. And I feel like the guys that have been in the leagues for a long time, Harrison Butker, Justin Tucker, those types of guys are people that you look up to just for how good they were over a long period of time.
Yeah, how would you assess how Gunnar Stockton has done as a holder and helping in that regard so far?
I feel like he's really improved. We've worked on it a lot. He cares about it, which is, as a starting quarterback, it's kind of on the back burner, but he really cares about it. He works hard on it for me because me and him are good friends, so him putting in the time and effort means a lot to me because it helps me a lot whenever I can feel comfortable with him. So just getting in all that work, we've become really comfortable with each other.
We had a chance during fall camp to talk to Coach Benedict for the first time. Just what has his influence been like for you in special teams and what he brings to his role?
Yeah, I feel like he holds us to a very high standard. It's kind of been a standard for a long time at Georgia to have good specialists, but he really harps on that of keeping a standard and being elite at all times. He, whenever we need it, he'll get on to us, but whenever we're doing our own thing, he kind of lets us do our own thing. And I feel like it really creates an environment where we can hold a standard of excellence in our room.
Everybody talks about the pressure on the kicker, but if the other two guys are not doing their job, do you ever talk to them about the moment? Is Kirby trying to get on those guys as well? Because without the hold, without the snap, it doesn't make a difference, where the ball is for you.
Yeah, I think that they understand the pressure of it and the gravity of the moments whenever it happened. We work a lot on it. I feel like Bo, really, really good snapper. He's incredible. Gunner's a really, really good holder, so I feel like they understand those moments and how much it means to me, but not just to me, but to them as well.
You mentioned talking with the sports psychiatrist, especially your freshman year. How did that come about?
I feel like everybody, whenever you've played in front of 1,000 people back home in high school and you come to 90,000, it's a big difference. And kind of talking through all those different stages throughout a game, whenever you're not kicking, whenever you're on the field, right before you go on the field, I feel like it's important for everybody to talk through those things and kind of get little pointers on that, which really helped me early in my career.
Have another for Peyton? All right, Peyton, thank you.
Thanks, Peyton.